Hi there, it's Stamping Up UK independent demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.com. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm doing a project with the Rustic Retreat stamp set. I love this stamp set. The fun thing about this stamp set is this stamp set has been available since June, July, and I purchased it then because it's part of the annual catalogue. So we have the two catalogues. We have the holiday catalogue. This is all Christmas and autumn and Halloween and things like that. But we have our annual catalogue, which is for the whole year. And in the middle of the annual catalogue, there is a Christmas section. You watch me not put my finger on it right now. And there's Christmas goodies in here that you can buy throughout the year. And Rustic Retreat is one of those. And I have fallen in love with it. I'm not sure which part of it I love. I love the sign, thinking of you. I love this reindeer and the bear, but this smoke cabin for Christmas, and I like this sentiment with all of the fancy font at the top. So I'm not sure what part of it's my favourite, but I know I love it. So I've been doing some candle stamping. I first learnt to candle stamp after watching my friend Angelina. She's Intertwined Designs. She did some candles on her blog. So I first learnt how to candle stamp by watching Angelina, and I've practiced and I've got there, I think. So these are some pillar candles that I've picked up. I picked them up from B&M Bargains, which is a shop we have in the UK, but I'm sure you have ones like it in America. I'm not sure if it carries into America. And it was 3 pillar candles, and they were £2, I think, or £2.99 for the 3. They didn't have them in white, but I don't mind not having them in white because I think this is quite a warm colour, this sort of vanilla look. And actually, where you can sort of see where I've stamped around, it's now got a white glow from my wax paper, so I think that looks quite Christmassy and quite snowy. But you could do it on a white candle. You could also do this on a coloured candle, but I'm going to continue and use this size candle today. So I'm going to get the other one out. I've stamped this in Merry Mallow, and I'm going to continue in Merry Mallow because that's quite a Christmassy colour. And I've used the gorgeous smoked wood cabin and the Sending Warm Christmas Wishes because I love that font. So I'm going to be using those again. So they're already there. So what you need for this is you need some tissue paper or some tracing paper. I've got tracing paper, and then you need some wax paper. Now I've got Cut-Rite Reynolds wax paper. This was on Amazon, so I've got this, but you can get this from, you know, any of your food stores or things like that for wax paper. Right, I've already lined up from using this previously how much I want, but if this was a new candle project, you would look to see exactly the depth of your candle to work out where your stamping needs to go and up to. Because I've already done this one, I know. So I'm going to open my Merry Mallow. Now, because you're stamping onto tracing paper, this has actually got kind of a shiny finish to it, so I'm going to want to leave it for a few seconds to dry after I've stamped it. I'm going to stamp it as close to the bottom as possible because I'm going to be fussy cutting around it, and that just makes it easier for me to fussy cut. And there's my little log cabin. Isn't it gorgeous? I love Christmas time anyway, but cutesy Christmas things like this is just, I think it's just lovely little Christmas scenes. I'm going to put my Sending Christmas Wishes there. Have I done that straight? Yeah, I have. I hadn't got it straight on the grid paper, but it is when I hold it up, it is straight. So like I said, I'm going to give that a few seconds just to start to dry, and then I'm going to fussy cut around it. You don't have to fussy cut around it. You can take the tracing paper all the way around your candle. I haven't. I quite like it looking like smoke because it's gone onto a different coloured candle, but it's up to you how you do it. So I'm going to leave it attached to the largest sheet for the most part so that I don't get my fingers on the image, and try and do this for you. Normally I'd leave it for a bit longer, but I'm sure you don't want to sit here and watch it dry. That would be a pretty pointless video. We've been having some fun today. My garden seems to have all of a sudden been overflown with pigeons. And they're huge, they're massive, the ones that we've had landing in the garden. But they've been playing on the guttering around my room. Well, I craft in the corner of my bedroom, so I'm upstairs, and all I can hear is these pigeons dancing on the roof. They are loud. They've been causing me some fun because they've been flying from the guttering down to the fence, and they've been playing on the fence, noticing that we've got a dog, getting scared and coming back up to the guttering. It's been quite amusing all day. I haven't done any through this video, but if you do hear a sharp bang, that's what it is. It's either that or Noble hitting the fence trying to get to them. I don't think they've worked out we can't get up the fence yet. There's always fun goings on in our garden. Normally Noble has created them, so he's a cheeky pup. He's having a bit of a sulk at the moment because my brother's gone on holiday, and as much as he's my dog, because I found him and brought him home, and he's the one I selected, but for some reason he's a boy's dog and he's taken to my brother so much, and my brother's gone away, and so he's having a proper sulk that he's gone. He didn't have anything to eat last night, which annoyed me. But this morning we gave him some treats and he's back to eating. I think he was just pining for David, so he's having a proper little sulk recently. I don't know what would happen if David ever went away for longer than 3 or 4 nights. We go over the park. I can't throw the ball as far as David can throw the ball, so he looks at me like that's just pathetic. And one of them today didn't even go and chase. He left me to go and get it because he was not happy with the shortness of the throw. So I'm going as close to the actual image as possible. But again, I'm trying not to get my hands on any of the ink because I don't want to smudge it. I'm thinking that's about it, really. Just going to take that edge off there. And there we go. There's my image, ready to go on the candle. I already know it's going to fit on there. So now I need some wax paper. I ideally want the wax paper to go all the way around the candle, so I'm going to use an entire strip. And I'm going to want it... Sorry, I'm taking that off camera to measure, because about there. Roll back up. Back a bit more. Not very good at eyeballing on measurements sometimes. There we go, that will do. I love these packs that have the blades in automatically, so I can just pull and it tears. Much better than scissors. Oh, it was a close-ish guess, not far off. So I'm going to find the front of my candle. Obviously you can pick any side that's the front. This one here, I picked this as the front because it did have a little bit of a knock in the bottom there, so I wanted to pick that at the front. This one looks pretty good all the way around, so I'm going to pick the way that the wax is lying instead. Drop on my tracing paper and pop it about in the middle, and then I'm going to pop the wax paper, the shiny side, in onto the candle. Now you want this to be completely flat. You don't want this to have any air bubbles or anything else in. So as you do it, make sure you run your hand all the way around the candle to keep it together. If it does have any air bubbles, you're going to get runs. So make sure that it is completely tight and completely flat to your candle. I'm just going to fold that over there, and I've got a bulldog clip. I do like to keep my hand on it anyway, just in case, to make sure that is perfectly flat all the way around. And then I've got my heat tool. So if you've got me on sound, you're going to want to turn me down a bit because it's going to get a bit noisy. I'm just going to bring my heat tool in and over the paper. You should be able to see it as soon as it starts to take effect. Now the idea with this is to keep moving the heat tool. You don't want to keep it over one part long enough, because otherwise it's going to melt too much of the wax. And you don't just want to stick to where you stamped the image, you want to come all the way round. Just turning that off because I can't juggle. I want to get over this side now. And while it's wet, I'm just going to push it back down so that the wax that's run doesn't stay up proud. There we go. I'm going to peel the wax paper off, and I'm going to do it delicately because if there's any part of this that hasn't stuck, it will then stand proud. And it's just there, I can see it, I've just felt it. So you can see where it is. That's the outside of the wax paper. So I'm just going to run the wax paper off. And as I said, I'm going to go quite slowly as I peel it so that I can make sure it has all stuck down. Which it has. Just take off the loose bits. And there we go. That's the candle all done. So I have 2 of them now, sending warm Christmas wishes on my pillar candles. Such a handy little technique for Christmas. I love it. So there we are. Those are my candles for today using the Rustic Retreat stamp set. Don't forget when flicking through the holiday catalogue that we do have some awesome sets in the annual catalogue as well. That's where it's easy to miss them. So do have a look through, and I hope you've enjoyed my project today. Thanks for joining me. Ta-da!